Hi everyone, this is Rochelle with Georgia Casa, and today I'm going to show you how to schedule a post using Facebook's Meta Business Suite. Now, this allows you to actually schedule a post to Facebook and to Instagram, so it's super helpful. Now, I will say it has changed a lot over the last couple of years and will probably continue to change, so we may have to do another one of these later. This tutorial may not be relevant forever, but for right now, this is how it's done, and this is what we need to do. Okay, so things you're going to have ready to pull up for these posts. Have that folder that we sent out with January social media posts, photos, have that ready, download it to your computer. That was a zip file, so have those photos extracted, okay? The second thing you're going to need is that Excel spreadsheet with the caption, so have that ready. And the third thing is go ahead and pull up your Facebook. Have your Facebook pulled up, and we'll walk through how to get to the Meta Business Suite in case you don't know that part. And the fourth thing you'll need is the website, your website for Georgia Casa, and have the volunteer interest form or volunteer info page link pulled up. Okay, so those are the things you're going to need to participate in this session this morning. So go ahead and get those ready and we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing I have pulled up here is my Facebook, and I'm going to walk you through real quick how to go from your personal page to your Casa page. So for me, there's a lot of different avenues you can do this, but what I do is in my shortcuts over here, Georgia Casa's page is there because I go to it a lot, right? So I'm going to just click on that. So here we are, okay? Now you see some of these activity or these actions are grayed out and won't let us click on them. So what we need to do is switch to right now I'm still my personal self on the Casa page, and I'm not like logged in, I guess is not exactly the right word, but I'm not operating as Georgia Casa right now. I'm operating as Rochelle. So to operate as Georgia Casa, in this upper right-hand corner, you'll see your personal profile picture. So you want to click on that, and then underneath your name, see all profiles. And then we're going to go down to Georgia Casa or your Casa page, whatever that is, and click on that. Okay. So now I am on the Casa page and I'm operating as Georgia Casa. So all of these items here are now accessible to me. So the one that we need was already accessible, but I wanted to show you how to do that. We're going to click on Meta Business Suite. It's the very last one here at the bottom. So click on that and it takes you here. Okay. So what we're going to want to do, there's a lot of things you can do here. You can check notifications, you can check messages, all those things. But what we want to do is create a post, right? So we're going to hit create post. Now, there's a couple things you want to do right off the bat. So because we're coming into it through our Facebook page, it is just having us post the Facebook page. Now, if you have an Instagram, and if that Instagram is linked, you will have a down arrow here, and you can click on this down arrow and also select Instagram if that's something you have and want to post these two. Okay. So for us, we're going to do both. Today, I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So now we're going to add a photo. So at this point, you will navigate to your folder of January social media pics. I already have posted a few today, so it already came up for me, but you might have to go to your desktop or your downloads and find these extracted photos that you had ready to go, right? So now we're actually going to work with this post today for the 9th. So what you're going to do is click on this photo that says 1/9/23, okay? And then hit open. So this is going to automatically upload this to our post. Now, because this picture is actually the right size for this post, it's fine. But sometimes you might get an error that says this photo is too large. So if that happens, what you want to do, and it'll be right here, it'll just have red letters and say photo is too large and give you a little error message. So when that happens, you want to click on this pencil right here. And you can click on a resizing for this image. Now, because ours is fine, we're not going to resize it, but if that's something you needed, you would resize and then you would hit apply. We're just going to go back to the original and exit. With this pencil here is how you adjust the size. Now, it's time for our caption. So we're going to pull up this handy dandy spreadsheet. We're going to select all of this text here in the Facebook column and copy it to our caption. Now, not all of these posts here have a difference between the Instagram and the Facebook. Now, the reason we're working with this one today is that it does. There is different in the text between Instagram and Facebook. And you can see here these red letters. It says to insert a link to your organization's website. Now, it can be your website, or because this is talking about volunteerism, it can be specifically to your volunteer page or your volunteer interest form or whatever link you want to input there, okay? So now that we've got the caption in, what we need to do is we need to get our link that we're going to input. So for me, I'm just going to do the Georgia Costas homepage. For you, you're going to want to pull up whatever page you're planning to link this to today, okay? So now where it says visit our website, insert link below, this, you need to delete that. That's not intended to be shared. That was a message for you. So now you're going to delete that. So say visit our website to learn more about how you can make a difference for children in our community today. Now paste that link. Okay. So there we go. We've pasted that link in. And this now, because we selected both Facebook and Instagram, this is for both of them. But we know that on Instagram, it's much better to not share a link in the caption, but to have the link in your profile. So we're going to click this little button here that says customize post for Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So now we're looking at the Facebook caption, which is fine, but we're going to click on Instagram caption. So what we're going to do is visit our website, comma, link in bio, comma, to learn more about how you can make a difference. And we're going to get rid of this. Now, another thing you could do instead of typing that in, if you wanted, you could go back to the spreadsheet and just copy it from here. But I just typed it in. I knew what I was supposed to say. That was really, if there's a difference between them, that's going to usually be it. It has to do with the link, because the Instagram and Facebook are just different in what format of sharing that link works better. For Facebook, you want to actually have that URL in the caption. For Instagram, you don't. It makes it messy and it's not relevant. People can't click on it from the caption. So it's better to just direct people to your bio. Now, if you need to know how to put multiple links in your bio, I made another video that shows you how to do that step by step of how to create a link tree. So if you haven't done that yet, go back and watch that video, and that'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're good. Our Facebook post is good. Our Instagram post is good. Now, instead of scheduling now or publishing now, what we want to do is we want to schedule this out. Okay. So the date for this one, let's double check what our date was. Is it the 9th? Yes, our date is the 9th here. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to enlarge this back. Okay. We're going to click on this calendar. Now it automatically brings up December. That's where we're at now. So you're going to click this little arrow here. It takes you to January. We're going to click on the 9th. Okay. So right now it has it set to 8:39 a.m. because that's just sort of 20 minutes from where we are right now. You can change that. You can make it 11. You can make it lunchtime. You can make it early afternoon. You can even make it evening. If you're making a post that's just a few days away, you can click active times and it shows you these dates and times. And usually it's today, tomorrow, the next day. And these all say evening. So we could do this for evening. What we're going to do, I'm going to make both of these January 9th. And we could do morning. I like to do morning. I feel like morning, it gives it all day for people to see it. And usually people might get on maybe before work, maybe early on in work. So we'll try 8 a.m. We'll see how that goes. And you can always go back and look and see what times work best for you and for your audience. And sort of as you post, adjust, because you'll figure out when your followers are on and when is the best time for you to post these things. So you can choose whatever time you want, but the window around the time we're looking to post is around January 9th. Again, This is all flexible as a guide. So if you wanted to move it back a day or up a day, that's totally your prerogative. And so, but we're going to go ahead and stick with what was suggested on the calendar. Okay. So then you're going to hit schedule. So what happens now is it'll take us to this calendar, and we can see that these are both in here for Facebook and Instagram. Now, I have accidentally not clicked to add the Instagram button and just posted for Facebook. So when that happens, you'll look here on the calendar and you'll just see one. You'll see just Facebook. You can click on the post, and then you can click on these circles up here in the right corner. And then it says duplicate post. So you can duplicate it. And then here is when you would select that. Okay. So that you can always duplicate your posts. Okay. So you can, if you accidentally only have one of these clicked to begin with, after you post it and you see it on your calendar, all you've got to do is just left click, just click on it and hit duplicate. So you can also, once you click on it, you can also edit and click edit post, and you can reschedule. You can move to draft. There's a lot of options. Okay. Just don't click publish now. We don't want to publish it now. We want to keep it scheduled for the future. Okay. So that was how to schedule a post. And once you're here in the calendar, anytime you see the create, that's what you're looking for to create a post. And just remember, if you want to include Instagram, click back onto the Instagram. You can add a photo. We'll just do one more real quick. We're going to skip over to the 12th. I'm skipping the Georgia Costa days because I know not everybody wants to share that. So that's totally okay. So we've selected Facebook, Instagram. We've inserted our photo. We're going to pull up our caption here. Now, see, there's some red letters, which means that there is some differences between the Facebook and the Instagram. So just keep that in mind and put that there. Now it wants us to input our website. So we're going to copy our website. So you're going to go here. And then I'm just going to take the period out. I think it's awkward and we don't want it to mess up our hyperlink. So then the next thing we'll do is we'll click customize, right? So we're going to click over to the Instagram and we'll change that to say the link in bio, period. Okay. So the next thing we'll do is hit schedule. I'm going to go to January. This one I think was for the 12th. Let's see. Yep, it's for the 12th. January 12th. January 12th. And we're just going to keep that time, 8:44 a.m. We'll see how that goes. Okay. And then hit schedule. So there we've done 2 together. And hopefully that'll help. If you have any questions, let me know. You can check it out here. You can actually drag and move these around if you want to change the time. You don't always have to click on it. So just play around a little bit and spend some time in the Meta Business Suite, getting to know it if you haven't already. But that's how you schedule a post. So what I'm going to be doing today for Georgia Casa is just scheduling all of our posts for the month of January. And this is really amazing because that means I don't really have to think about it again. I already know everything's in there. And if I need to change something, I can go in and easily drag and drop, move it to a different time if I want to. It's really important to me that we only do a maximum 1 post a day. It doesn't work well with the algorithm to do more than 1 a day, because what happens is you start competing with your posts are competing with themselves. So it ends up diminishing the traction that either of them would get. So usually 3 times a week is sufficient. More than that, sometimes it can still compete with yourself, because these posts, they can get traction for more than a day sometimes. So you don't want to rob something of reaching more people. So so that's how we schedule posts in Meta Business Suite for Instagram and Facebook as it stands right now in late 2022. So hopefully that helps you. And if you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to walk you through it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.